Gemini, this is your tarot reading for the month of September. It looks to be an eventful month for everybody, and yours is no exception. The middle card there, the Three of Pentacles, is about team working, and I need to remember that as I look at the other cards. And like so many people, bottom right, you see the past as a joyous time, a happy time, and most of us are resistant to the changes that are taking place, and I think you are somewhat. Your current energy is that of the Ten of Cups, I guess, is it? Ten of Cups, yeah. Ten of Pentacles. Happy families. Things feel good right now. But there's a warning in the future that things could change. There's a loss of money, maybe. Feeling in poverty, maybe even feeling like you have no friends. Now that's something that's been going on throughout the year. I don't quite know what's at the bottom of this one. It feels somewhat personal rather than about global events, but I'm not sure. What will lead to the outcome is you taking a rest. So rather than reacting to things, just taking a rest. And this is a common theme throughout this year, but particularly in September. By doing nothing will lead to blessings. What would change the outcome is the Fool card. Going off on a new journey with wide-eyed innocence. So they're almost the opposite of taking a rest. And I think there's a very strong steer here not to act. So this isn't the right thing to be doing. Because the outcome is a very good outcome. It's the Sun card. Multiple blessings. So this is very much in keeping with so many other signs during this year. Saying, just hold off. Hold off doing too much. But I've got to say, I don't like that Five of Pentacles, the card of poverty and no friends. So we need to look into it further. And please stay with me as we try and understand what's going on here. As I say, the energy that runs throughout is the Three of Pentacles. It's a card of teamwork, a card of working together. Not necessarily competing or in a production line, more like you all have your own specialisms and you all get on with doing those specialisms. To a certain degree it's a card of friendship, but it is a card of working together. And again, I've been getting these messages for many signs this year that the solution to the malaise we find ourselves in is working with others with compassion, with love. Maybe that's all I should read into it, but I'm not sure. Now, it must be apparent to all of you by now. I mean, I've been saying it for a long time, but the world is going through unprecedented change. And you look into the recent past as a joyous time. This 10 of, is it a 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is it a 10 or a 9? Sorry, this 9 of Cups. I actually read the cards by looking at the pictures. So you'll forgive me when I sometimes make a little error like that. I know what it means. It's a very joyous time. A time of happiness, a time of, well, a great joy. You look at the card, you know, La Belle Epoque, barmaid with open arms. It could be referring to a time when you were by yourself, but I don't think, although it is juxtapositioned with this teamwork card, so maybe it is what it means, but in fact I think it is what it means, yeah. But you look to the past as this joyous time, as many of us do. We're all naturally resistant to change, and we all have a sort of somewhat starry-eyed view of the past. but I think right now that's quite a justified view. I changed my mind on that Nine of Cups, that it might be that we're alone, but having a good time. We now have the Ten of Pentacles, card of happy families. Like you've got everything. You look at them; they're there, holding hands. They've got a little. Oh, is that a son or a? No, it is a son, isn't it? I was going to say it's a chimney sweep. It's a son. Two Scotty dogs by their side. There's something on a pedestal, and I always think that woman with the tarot cards there maybe is jealous. Is it a jilted lover? It's possible. There's also those what look to be like military type aircraft in the background, which I don't know. Is that something of a warning? It could be, couldn't it? So it's a lovely card. I don't want to be trying to take away from it. But clearly not everything is right in this spread. And I'm sort of trying to understand it. There's something not quite right in this spread, and it's only this card. This is the card of the future, the Five of Pentacles. Poverty, feeling alone, feeling shut out in the cold. Now, I've somehow got the feeling that this is personal as opposed to do with global events. Of course, global events affect our families, affect on the personal. But, an awful lot of people are going to lose money in this year, and including in September. I think we've been panicked into making risky investments. I think a lot of people have been panicked into making risky investments. And even if you haven't, just things like, for example, I don't pay the Forex exchanges at all. But I'm dependent on the Forex exchanges for moving money from the UK to Indonesia. And, we're always having to take some sort of a cut in what we'd anticipated the money we were going to get. And so it does apply to us all, but I've got the feeling that this is more personal for you. Whatever, I would say that overall the spread is sort of suggesting that you shouldn't react to this. And very often, it's only a minor arcana, very often it doesn't last. So I think the message is, whatever this is about, don't dwell on it. And the energy that leads to the outcome, and I believe the outcome to be a wonderful outcome. So I'm absolutely certain that the universe is saying this is the thing you need to do, and that is take a rest. Now, does this come before or after the card of poverty? It probably comes before. But I think it's a card that's saying, look, we've all been through a lot. And rather than try and force issues, it's better to be doing nothing. Just take a rest. Don't rise to the challenges. Don't rise to the provocations. Just rest. And if you can rest, then the universe is suggesting there's a good outcome. And this has been a theme throughout this year for many, many signs, not just you, Gemini. What would change the outcome is the Fool card, which is almost the opposite of taking a rest. This is wanting to go out on a new journey with a wide-eyed innocence. Perhaps not even knowing where you're going, but feeling the need to be doing something. Feeling the need to create change. Maybe feeling the need to, I was going to say control things, but you don't even know what you're trying to control or what you're doing. So that's putting it too strongly. but just a feeling that in all this turmoil there is in the world that you ought to be doing something without having the faintest clue about what you should be doing. And because the outcome's a good outcome, I'm pretty certain there's a very strong steer away from this energy. Because you see, the outcome's a wonderful outcome, the Sun card. I've just been thinking, this poverty card is in the future. Does poverty follow this? Pride comes before a fall. I don't know, I'm not sure. This Sun card is a card of multiple blessings. Again, look at them dancing in a field of sunflowers. The Scotty dog by them. So it's reminiscent of that Ten of Pentacles, isn't it? You know, the Happy Families card, as I called it. So you are going to receive multiple blessings if you don't try and force things. So I see it as a tremendous outcome, and I'd say to you, don't worry about anything. But I've got to get clarity on that Five of Pentacles, haven't I? And I've got to seek clarity on this Five of Pentacles, the poverty card, and it's very telling, in fact. The first card we have is the Four of Pentacles, being a bit miserly, somewhat unhealthy attitude towards money. Very interesting. The next card is the Seven of Wands, scoring some victories, but you're on a pedestal, making people jealous of you, which was hinted at that Ten of Pentacles card, wasn't it? And then we have the Two of Cups, cup of divine love. Sorry, an energy of divine love. You know, that La Belle Epoque time of great happiness, the Nine of Cups. Did you have many partners at that time and you ended up marrying one and you've put the nose out of joint of others? That could be the explanation. Now, we have this Four of Pentacles, which is about your attitude towards money, a slightly miserly attitude towards money. Quite a lot of people who've had this Five of Pentacles cards, and I'm not just talking in September, but since the middle of this year, the reason they've lost money is their attitude towards money. As I say, I think there's sort of a fear campaign going on to force us to panic into, I call them risky investments, but you know, I'm including things that most people would call not risky, like Bitcoin and gold, because I believe all financial markets are rigged, and they're not there for the amateur investor, and so I think a lot of people are going to lose money. But I wonder if because of, it does seem to be that this is more personal. So I wonder if you've been advised to make an investment or go into an investment with a former lover from that time of La Belle Epoque, from that wonderful time that you were enjoying, but I think you've married someone else. And I wonder if that investment has gone wrong. So it would be the juxtaposition of the global and the personal to you in this reading, Gemini. And the next card of clarity is this Seven of Wands card. Scoring some victories. Are these financial victories? You know, if you have invested, say, in cryptocurrency, you know, you've seen them rise and it's giving you confidence. But it's also to do with jealousy. You're on a pedestal. People are seeing you. Just like that Ten of Cups card. You know, I said you're on a pedestal. Are you making people jealous? And I think you are. I think you are. There isn't a card of betrayal in this, that somebody who's jealous has betrayed you. But I do feel that it is about slightly risky investments. And maybe they weren't even risky. Maybe simply you invested in something with a lover and they're not providing you with access to that investment now. Certainly there's jealousy here, for sure. And the final card is the Two of Cups. Now, I'd normally say this is a unified love, almost certainly to do with that Ten of Cups, the person you married. Or is it? Remember, we've talked of jealousy. And it could be a partner, a business partner. It could also be a business partner and a lover that feels aggrieved because you've chosen somebody else. That's feeling more likely now. That's feeling more likely, and you can't get access to your investment as a result. They're refusing to dissolve a partnership or something like that. Now, having got this clarity, I'm not so worried on this poverty card, because I don't think it's a big deal to you. And remember, you're going to get multiple blessings. I think the universe is saying, just write it off for now. Maybe you'll get your money back, but don't let it alter what are very positive attitudes that I see running through this entire reading. Yeah. So Gemini, I think we can summarise. Gemini, I think in the past you might be female, but so you'll excuse us, but maybe you were something of a playboy. You're certainly having a good time. You certainly look to the past as a golden age. I think you had a business partner, or there was somebody you're in some sort of partnership with. It could also be a lover, because now you're playing happy families. You've got a family, and you seem happy. But I think somebody from the past is jealous of you, and this whole thing is about teamwork. So even though they're jealous, you need to find a way of working with them. The best thing you can do is just ignore things. There is a problem that I think involves a loss of money due to this jealous partner. But the universe is saying, just hold back, just rest. Don't let it get to you. And if possible, try and work with them. What you shouldn't do is sort of start another venture, go off on a new exercise. Just let things run for now. I'm not certain that this is directly involves all the turmoil that's going on in the world, but it can't help. It can't be helping. But if you can avoid going off on a new journey, trying to control things, particularly as you don't know how to control them, then the universe is going to bless you, and you're going to get multiple blessings. So although there is a sort of a little hiccup, if you like, in this reading, I wouldn't pay much attention to it. I just get on with your life. Enjoy what you have, count your blessings, and try and work with others.